Hi everyone. Hi everyone, it's Sophie. Thank you for joining me for our community meditation. And this afternoon we'll be doing a loving kindness practice. And loving kindness meditation is a Buddhist technique, and it involves connecting in with a sense of love to yourself and also sharing that feeling of connection and love to others in your life and further out to other people in your community. And I think I myself, like a lot of us, perhaps have been experiencing a lot of feelings of imbalance over the last couple of weeks. And the best way that I've found of supporting myself through this is offering myself love and kindness and compassion. And so there's been a lot of change in terms of our routine, in terms of our ways that we are working and interacting with people. And I think along with that can come with a lot of criticism of ourselves and of how we might not be adapting quickly to this new situation as we feel like we should. And perhaps a lot of blame of ourselves and of others. So I thought a loving kindness practice would be a really nice way for us to help ourselves through this time and to connect in with that feeling of love and connectedness with ourselves. Research has also shown that people who do loving kindness meditation, it helps to quieten down the parts of their mind that are caught up in what's called self-referential thinking. So times when you feel like you're caught up in the me and the I and worries about how my situation might be affected. When we do a loving kindness meditation, those parts of our brain actually quieten down. And a loving kindness meditation can also help to soothe and calm down those lower, more primal parts of our brain. Studies have also shown that people who do loving kindness meditations report feeling greater well-being, a greater sense of well-being, and also they feel more socially connected with others. So in a time where we're quite physically isolated or distancing ourselves from others and not able to see friends or family as much as we could, a loving kindness practice can be a really nice way for us to still feel connected with ourselves and with one another. So when you're ready, I invite you to close your eyes or perhaps lower your gaze and settle into a really comfortable position that you can be in for about 15 to 20 minutes. And you might like to lie down and put a cushion under your knees, or perhaps you'd feel best sitting and allowing your spine to be straight so that you feel alert yet relaxed. And then just allowing yourself to settle into your chosen posture. And as I often say, more important than any technique we do in a meditation practice is the attitude that we bring to that practice. So I invite you to bring a sense of kindness and love and compassion into your practice today. Knowing that whatever does or doesn't happen, it's an act of love to yourself to give yourself space and time to connect inwards. And I can't think of any better way to help you through uncertainty and change than offering yourself more love and kindness. So bringing your attention to your breathing and noticing how the air moves in and out of the body. On the inhale, the air fills the lungs. And on the exhale, the air leaves the body and the lungs deflate. And then finding a sense of rhythm of the breath that feels most supportive for you. Allowing the breath to provide a sense of nourishment and support and love. And perhaps you find the mind is taking a while to settle into the practice. And rather than criticizing yourself for thinking or wanting your experience to be any certain way, how can you interact with yourself here with a bit more kindness and love? Continuing to use the breath as a sense of an anchor point here. To help support the sense of connection with yourself. And then noticing the sounds that you can hear. The sounds might be in the room that you're in or further away outside. Noticing how the mind interacts with the sounds, whether there's images or memories that come up. Allowing yourself to soften and relax and simply listen. And then noticing points of contact with your body and the floor beneath you. And so if you're lying down, you might notice the ground beneath the backs of the legs, all the way up the spine, and perhaps the hand resting on the ground. If you're in a seated position, noticing the sense of the ground beneath you, supporting you. Feeling the support of the ground beneath you. A sense of stability and safeness and security that the ground supplies. And then noticing the muscles in the face, around the eyes, the jaw and the cheeks. And allowing the muscles to soften and relax. Feeling into the neck and shoulders. Inviting in kindness and softness in the way that you approach and interact with yourself. And with this softness and kindness might come a release of tension or holding in the body. We might find it's quite difficult to relate to yourself in a kind way. And there's no right or wrong. Simply being with your experience as it is. Feeling down to the chest and the belly, and down the back of the spine, feeling the whole of the torso. Feeling the right arm, noticing the left arm. And becoming aware of the qualities of the arms, whether they feel light, dense or heavy. Inviting in softness and ease wherever you need. Feeling into the groin, the hips. Noticing the right leg and the left leg. The thighs, backs of the legs, the calves, all the way down to the tips of the toes. And if you could soften just a little more, relax and let go just a little more. Inviting in this sense of total relaxation and ease. A sense of kindness and love and support for yourself. And then let yourself connect with a sense of loving presence with yourself. And for most of us, that will be a connection with our heart space. So whatever it is for you, really connect with the sense of loving presence. Perhaps placing both hands over your heart, or just putting the hands on your belly or on the body somewhere. As a sign of love and support and connection. And then imagine every cell in your body having a sense of loving presence. Letting that feeling of love and connection and support fill you up. Feeling it through the arms, in the heart, the torso. Feeling the legs, the head be charged with this sense of love and kindness. So that your whole of your physical body is radiating with this sense of love. And for some of us, this might be really hard to do. And I appreciate that this will be easier for some than others. But as best as you can, imagine every part of your being emanating love and kindness and compassion. And then letting this feeling of kindness and love expand outwards from you to other people in your home, other people in the unit block where you live, extending it out to all your neighbours on the street in which you live. Letting that sense of love and kindness flow out from you to everyone in your community, to everyone in your city. Letting that love and kindness radiating from every cell of your body to go out to every person in your country and every single human being around the world. And feeling that sense of love and kindness connect all human beings together. For giving out more love and kindness, we shall receive it back in return. And instead of being critical or hard on ourselves in times of challenge or difficulty, making this sense of love and kindness our default setting. Because being loving and kind to yourself is so much more supportive, so much more sustainable than coming from a place of criticism. And we can use love and kindness to connect with each other and support each other through these challenging, difficult times. And I invite you once more to come back to the sense of your breath. Feeling that embodied sense of breathing. Feeling the air enter and leave the body. Letting your attention go to sounds in the room in which you're in, and then further away beyond. And as this last act of love and kindness, saying thank you to yourself, thanking yourself for gifting this time for you to connect, to be kind, to support yourself with compassion. And knowing that this option is always available to you in any time of challenge or difficulty. And when you'd like to, in your own time, just inviting in some gentle movement back into the body. You might like to wiggle the fingers, the toes, roll around the shoulders. Gently move the head from side to side. And then once you're ready, opening your eyes or lifting your gaze. So thank you so much for letting me guide you through this community meditation and this loving kindness practice. If there's any other techniques that you like, or if you have any comments or feedback, please feel free to leave them below. Otherwise, I hope to see you soon for another community meditation. Have a beautiful afternoon and rest of the day and week.